Hello everyone, my name is Kenny and this is my 45k
Hello everyone, my name is
AP
Kenny, and this is
accountor, pre-SOTO accountor. This is my main character, my Daredevil, who is also my Spectre and Deadeye, because I use all the templates on that character. But I tried to organize all my characters by one for each elite spec. So for those purposes, he's my Daredevil, but also my main character. 100% map completed him. This is my dedicated Deadeye. This is my Spectre character, my first character, that's like almost 11 years old at this point. Also have map completion on him. He was the first thief that I did map complete. Then we move on to engineer. This is my scrapper. I also use her as a mechanist and hollowsmith, since I did unlock those templates on her as well. I have not map completed her. I don't think I've 100% map completed on an NG. Maybe this character? No. This is my hollowsmith I use for PvP for the most part. And my new mechanist. I used to have this character's name on my mesmer, but I thought that a mechanist is more fitting for the roleplay because you get a mech. So I name changed him with the free one that you get from the new expansion. We have my druid. This is my first Sylvari and I think my first ranger, and my dedicated druid that I use for raids mostly. My dedicated soul beast, which this character I pretty much only use to hand kite. I don't play ranger much at all. I have unlocked the pets on all my rangers though. And then my dedicated untamed, and I use them for soul beast and PvP, which I have map completed on. He's named after the Steely Dan song, and I have him using the minstrel weapon, so he's like very musical oriented. Has the jazz connoisseur title on him. I like it. Then we have warriors. This character I would consider my second main, with this being my first. This is my first warrior, and I think my second character. Same name as my account. He's my dedicated bladesworn. This character is my dedicated berserker, but I play berserker mostly on him. This character is my new spellbreaker, just for PvP purposes. I have this character who, is a dwarf if I like use the miniature tonic on him. So I have him looking like a dwarf, but as a Nord he's kind of huge. It's my dedicated dragon hunter. This is my dedicated firebrand. The name is a play on the Dances with Demons title. She's pretty much my dedicated heal brand and firebrand, which I use pretty much only for fractals, sometimes raids. And I have map completed on her. I think she was my first guardian. This character's had a lot of different names actually. My dedicated willbender, pretty new. I like this character a lot actually. The Sylvari hairstyle is very Canthan. That came out recently. And this is the character that I recently got Giant Slayer on to get 45k AP with Josh. We farmed out giants. This is my dedicated Herald. This character's sort of new. He is named after traveling Wilburys. My dedicated renegade. And my, I guess, dedicated vindicator, but also my main revenant. Also my first revenant. I think this character's name was originally just Kenneth Draxton, but I changed it to Hi, I'm Kenny recently. Moving on to Mesmers. My first Mesmer, dedicated Chronomancer. A lot of my first characters were Asura, but the Fashion Wars is actually better on male in Guild Wars 2, so... or humans. My dedicated Mirage. And my dedicated Virtuoso. This character I tried to go for a Guild Wars 1 Mesmer look, that's why it's green. Is it because green was the color of Mesmer's Guild Wars 1? And a lot of Guild Wars 1 skins as well, the mask, the heritage coat. This character's named after my guild, that this character's not repping but Zera, Team 99. And it's the character I use a lot for raids, just Virtuoso. I made this character recently. Meteorologist Kent, kind of like it, it's pretty cute. My dedicated Catalyst, aptly named Kenny the Wizard. Oh, and I skipped over my Tempest, which is my first Ellie Elementalist, which I've renamed to the Last Era Ellie. I was surprised I got that name that late. It was also used to be named a variation of Kenneth Draxton. Have Big Tenty. This is my Reaper. And inside joke with Tilt. I'm a dedicated Scourge, which I play none of, and I really don't play any of this character. And then my first Necromancer, now my Harbinger, my Kandi Harbinger, that I've renamed to COVID Conqueror, because I made this character when I had COVID at the time, and Cogniting Overlook CM came out. And we were trying to finish and conquer the CM while I had COVID, which was painful and not fun. But I liked the look, the Doctor look. He uses the Night Fury skin with the bats. I have the Cure dagger on him in Hope. I'll log on to him once I log onto the characters actually and show them off. My other Scourge, Necro named Die, I don't know. Another Warrior. My Char Warrior. I have 3 Char for like the Char story achievements, but I don't really play them. This character's a Willbender I made, named after the Aztec god Huitzilopochtli, and he's supposed to look like kind of a hummingbird Aztec god. I think I did a pretty good job. This character I made recently, just an extra PvP thief. Char Deadeye. My Sylvari Virtuoso, that I did most of the PvP for Champion Illusionist on this character. And I really like how he looks. He's supposed to look like a kind of a Baton Rouge like trickster. Another Mesmer. I think this was one of my first Mesmers actually, Ilya Draxton. Just kind of a classic Mesmer look. A character I made long time ago, before the Guardians movie came out, but he's had updated fashion over the years, Drax the Destroyer. I got a Luke Skywalker roleplay character. I thought I had gloves on only one side, but I must have changed the glove skin. And an extra Guardian. So I'll go on to my main character. Alright. Oh, got a daily reset. Laurels. I think I'll show off my character's looks first. So this is my character's main look. I have Nevermore. And I tried to make the look like kind of around that. That's why it's very bluish. Using the Magnus eye patch. I use that on a lot of characters. The Ebon Vanguard shoulders. The runic coat. A lot of the runic items. Using Aether, because it matches Nevermore. Skid it over Dreamer. I think it looks really good with the combination. I do have full legendary armor. Every legendary you can have on Thief, plus 2 pistols, Quip and Hope, 2 staffs, Bifrost and Nevermore, and I have 3 daggers, that's right. I have 2 incinerators and the Orine's Claw. This is a new Daredevil look I made recently, using the new like Demon Hunter, the Fury that Remains, Anguish that Festers, Hunter that Renews skin. I have music coming from multiple locations. I'm using the Requiem shoulders, gloves, and boots for that glow that the weapons kind of have. And then I'm using the Tempest Gaze with the Jormagrite Eye Infusion to kind of give one of the eyes a white glow. This is my dedicated look and weapon set for if I'm running Spectre, specifically a Lack Spectre, but since the new update you don't actually need Ritualist anymore, so I haven't been using this much, but I really like how it looks. I went for like the aqua color that kind of blends between Sequatl and the Suwan dagger. It also looks pretty good with the Morgemoth claw as well. This uses the Canthan Sun Hat, the Zephyrite shoulder piece, the Ritualist top and bottom, along with the Faux Fire gloves and the Raven sandals. I also really like the back piece you get from doing the Ekvald map completion. Matches look really well. I think the Orine's Infusion also looks nice with it, the rainbow you kind of get. This is my dedicated look for Condi Daredevil, which is Dagger Dagger. I'm using the Suwan main hand and Kralkatorrik offhand. You get a nice lightning water splash when they both come out. I'm using the great Tahukin mask that you get from Gaella. It recently came out. It is the Spectre mask, along with the Ancient Canthan set. This is a Halloween gloves, the Viper's Clawing Shadow Glove skin. And the Envoy, just the legendary armor pants, because I really like how the buckles look. And the Water Dragon cape that I think you get this from Dragon's End, doing all the meta-achievements for that map as well. Almost looks like a sinister vampire assassin type character. I really like how this turned out. This is my dedicated Deadeye look. I'm using the Primoris skins. I use the Hellfire backguard that you get for having a lot of achievement points. That's a like 40k reward chest, I think. Predator, if I need to, like Pylon Kite. I don't use rifle much. I started playing the Quickness Deadeye build and I quite like it. Notable in this set, I guess, is the Fuse shoulders and the Fuse gloves. These came out back in 2013, but this came out like last year, 2021. They kind of match the Fuse gloves, except you can actually dye them a little bit better. This is my new favorite look. I made this look. I did make this look like a year ago for Spectre, but I kind of perfected it before it was like more of a Dark Magician, but now it's even more Dark Magician, I guess. So I'm using the new expansion Arcane Spellweaver's hat. The Blossoming Mist Shard shoulders, they have the nice crystal. The Viper's What do you get this from? Oh, it's the luminous skin. It's just Vipers, because that's the stat. I like the brooch it has. It also just kind of looks like, it's not really medium, it's almost light with like some, yeah, it almost looks like light armor. The Zephyrite gloves, they give me this nice little like lightning aura too, which really goes for like the mage look, since I'm a thief, but it looks like I'm almost an elementalist. Those are the Mist Shard, so that's the same set as the shoulders, and the Spear Marshal boots, which have like a kind of a Witcher wizard's point to them. I'm using Sequatl and Kralkatorix dagger, but on weapon swap, I have the Meteorologicus and the Suwan dagger, the water. And also, I have the Celestial infusion on this, so when I swap to it, I look like the galaxy. And thankfully it's night, because this combination looks a lot better at night with the purple aura from Meteorologicus. I'm also using the Mad King Complete Ignition back piece, which gives you like that astral effect. And today, with the 45k chest, I unlocked this glider, which kinda, I think it goes really well with the look. Or I didn't unlock the glider, but I got gems, which I bought the glider with. I also have a pirate look. I was pretty proud of this set. I based it around the Lion's Captain's Cape and the Lion's Captain's Mantle. So I combined that with the eye patch and some core skins like the Stalwart legs. I have that nice big like pirate buckle in the Eye of the North heritage set. Warlord's wrist plates from World vs. World. I'm using the Canthan Noble's Blade. You get this from doing the My Trin CM Strike skin. And the Aether Blade, or no, the Anka CM, what's it called? The Junkyard CM dagger. They look pretty good together. There's better pirate sword skins, but I just liked combining these two a lot. Also looks something like a pirate could have stolen. I'm also using the Blade Sworn pistol, along with a core dagger skin Moonshank. If you like combine them like up the camera just right, they both have that curve. I think it looks really nice together. And then I have my core looking character that I'm only using skins that were available at 2012 Guild Wars 2. So you got a raw headpiece. This is tier 2 human, tier 3 human, Eye of the North, Honor of the Waves, and Order of Whispers boots. This is like what a lot of characters looked like in 2012 actually. Using the legendaries available, Bolt and Quip and Dreamer. Dreamer was actually my first legendary, Quip was my second, and Bolt was my third. And the first ascended back piece, the Fractal Capacitor, which has been transmuted over a legendary back piece. I don't have all 3 legendary back pieces unlocked. I only have Ad Infinitum and Ascension. I never got the World vs. World one. I did get the World vs. World amulet and the PvE amulet, along with the other 2 PvE trinkets, Aurora, Vision, and Coalescence from raids. I also have 2 underwater legendaries, Kamahoi Kataki and Frenzy. Oh. I guess I'll show off my inventory now as well as my bank. This goes really well with the 2012 look, actually. I'll bring it to where everybody used to hang out back then. And then I'll show off my bank. Everyone used to like hang out right here in front of the bank. And you just stand here. Except you didn't have floating dragon mini pets. Alright, my bank. It's a lot of junk, but it's meaningful junk to me anyway. In my first slot, I have something you can no longer get that you would get at the core of the game. So very iconic that we're here. This is what you used to get for beating the game. Like beating Zaitan. You used to get this Pact Victory token, which is of legendary rarity. And you would turn it in for one of the Pact weapons, which are just like these weapons. They're okay looking. They're not that great. They were good for guilders too back then. Now you get a box that I think gives you one of these. But it's kind of cool, so you can't get this item anymore, so I kept it. Also an item you can't get anymore. This is what... So back when, before Heart of Thorns came out, how you got into the beta, the first beta, was you would go around Dry Top in several ways attacking mobs in hopes of getting one of these to drop. If you got one of these to drop, then you'd get access to the beta. It's kind of weird at the time, but a lot of people didn't like it. Another legendary item, if you did the Ice Brood Saga, like mastery enough times, you would get this, which would give you a precursor for the new Gen 3 legendaries. You didn't actually use this to get the precursor, you would actually just get that separately, so you could just keep this or sell it for 5 gold. I decided to keep it. And then I just have these. You kind of get them from doing the, I thought I'd keep them since I only made the dagger. But you get these skins for doing the collections for the new Oreen legendaries. So it's Zaitan, Mordramoth, Kralkatorrik, Jormag, Primordis, Suwon. And I got my fishing rod. You get this for maxing out cod, swimming amongst mere minnows, so doing all the fishing achievements. This item you get, it's a pretty obscure item. It's like one of the first ascended amulets in the game you get from combining a ruby, sapphire, and emerald amulet, which you could just craft, and you get the Triforge pendant, a reference to Legend of Zelda, of which I'm a pretty big Legend of Zelda fan. It has flavor text, which I like on any item in Guild Wars 2, and that's a big theme. A lot of the stuff I keep has like flavor text. This one says, "True greatness comes for those who have wisdom to do right, the courage to embark, and the power to follow through." Logan Thackeray. Of course, referencing power, wisdom, and courage in Zelda. This is an amulet you get for I think like 8 or 9 year birthday on your account. When Ice Brood Saga ANET gave us this ascended accessory. It's I think it's not legendary, but like you get the effects you do from Dragon Response missions. Like those stay with you, persist through the maps you change into. So it's almost a cosmetic item, but it's kind of a pain. There's all these legendary trinkets you get from the festivals. Not legendary trinkets, ascended trinkets. And there's one for each Elder Dragon. They're like all named cute names. I really like the flavor text they have. Zaitan is he's ragged and wriggly. Zaya. Morty is plump and durable. He sleeps in on weekdays. You got Kralky, who's huggably solid and shiny, and a gourmet foodie. Jorms, cool and fluffy, loves to gossip. Primo, huggably warm and soft, not talkative. An S for like Suwon, S like the letter. Huggably bubbly and deep, brings extra snacks for the whole squad. It's cute. It's the invitation to the party to go to any festival. I also have a lot of Jadebot cores up here. I don't really switch between them, it's kind of annoying, but I have them if I ever want to use them. These are a lot of Ascended items I keep that I like. So one of my first Ascended back pieces that my friend gave me the recipe for. This used to be a really expensive recipe that would only drop from it was a rare drop from the Boss Blitz during the Queen's Jubilee, I think the first one. And it also has flavor text in reference to Lissa. Winter's Presence along with Night Fury. The Destroyer talent you get from unlocking all the Destroyer weapons. This is one of the Orin Ascended weapons that drop from Dragonstorm. I chose the dagger. Quite like how it looks. But I also did the Ascended daggers. I'll actually preview these. Khalidbolg Origin, which you get from doing the Khalidbolg questline, the Knight of the Thorn. This is the Spectre Scepter. I really like how it looks, but I never use it because Sequatl is probably one of the best legendaries in the game. And then these are the Strike CM rewards for EOD. I really like the rifle. I use it on my Mechanist. One of the other first Ascended back pieces, you have this little collection where you kind of raise this cute little plant that becomes sentient named Audrey. Reference to Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors, in which I was in high school, so I quite like that. It says, after spending so much time cultivating this powerful vine through generations, it's hard not to feel an attachment to it. Your beloved pet almost cuddles you in its tendrils. Clearly, it feels a similar attachment. The Ekvald Cathedral back piece, the Dragon Scale Cape. A lot of these I keep because I can't salvage as well, so I just keep them, but I like to have them. This is like from one of the like boss rush events it did. This is from Marionette. Rourke's Engagement Ring. You get this like a little rock that drops in Ember Bay, which you can turn into this with a lot of currency. This is a ring that no longer exists in Guild Wars 2 because the stats no longer exist, but Yekinton's ring. So I keep that because that's kind of cool. Just a bunch of Ascended amulets, some from story. This one is for doing all the achievements in Heart of Thorns Act 3, which a lot of people might not have because some people don't do the CM for Morgemoth, but I think it's a lot of fun. And it sent one of these to us. I don't know why, but I have two of them. It's from the End of Dragons achievements. All of these elite specialization trinkets are from doing the strike missions on that elite specialization in End of Dragons. So I farmed those for achievement points and then I just kept all the trinkets as like little trophies. They all have unique looks and I like them. These are, for the most part, the elite specialization Ascended weapons. You can't salvage them, so I decided to just skin them over with skins I like. Since I have legendaries for like every weapon in the game, I don't really ever use these, but I like keeping them around because I like their icons. Most of my favorite skins in the game. The Slingshot is probably the best short bow in the game, actually. I like it more than Dreamer. It has its own custom sound. I have all the Super Adventure Box backpacks you do from doing the achievements. And then I have all the Abyssal Fractal weapons, which I farmed for, and don't have Fractal God because I spent my pages on those. I have 226 birthday boosters, and a bunch of Mystic Force Stones. I really don't use either of those. I have the music boxes, along with the Proto Position Rewinder. I almost never use this, but I know it's a very useful item to have for jumping puzzles. Candy Corn Gobbler, and some permanent passes that I don't really use that often. Some stuff from crafting legendaries. 7 Gifts of Battle saved up. The only legendary set I still need is Light, so I have the Light Ascended Armor here. Emblems of Conqueror and Avenger from doing PvP in World vs. World. And some extra Jade Bot tokens. I guess I could sell these for gold. I have this many Boat Skinner vials, probably roughly a little close to 500. These are my favorite fish. Some of them, I think this was my first legendary fish. This is my last legendary fish I needed. Some of these they just keep because they have flavor text. This one, Old Whiskers, as you look into her eyes, you know that this must be the mother of all catfish, the one that always got away. And you can't convert it to fish. You can only release it for 2,500 karma, or keep it in your bank forever. Same thing with this one. I could get karma for them, or I could just keep them. You got a royal starfish, an octopus, a blobfish, which just kind of looks funny, axolotls, a frog, and a jade sea turtle. This fish I keep because it was the hardest for me to catch for both times, actually. Both times you need to do it for the achievement. I got some funny items I like to ping in chat sometimes. So I got the mysterious seed, ominous egg, liquefied goo, bent horseshoe, soul binder, eternal ember. The fractal sword looks the best, so I just save fractal sword skins I get dropped. This is the first ever exotic item I got in the game. One of the first ones. This one I got from when I killed Doom CM for the first time, along with the mini Doom, so I just kept both of them. I have 55 level 20 scrolls, 29 level 31s, 31 level 41s, 31 level 51s, and 13 level 61s. That's where I keep my raid tokens. 69 bowls of Bloodstone Bisque. A lot of other random items. Crystallized Tear, Broken Twig, Legendary Back Buckle Prong. Frog in a Jar. I like this one. You get it from fishing. Tarnished Bronze Astrolabe. It seems like an ADC item. Or Tarnished Brass Compass. Essence of Tentacles. Protector of the Swamplands. I was keeping this stuff from a new character I was playing. I forget which one though. This tab is dedicated to all books. I wish ANET would like implement a bookshelf in the home instance. These are the Living World Season 1 weapons you get from combining the Mystic Forge. So you have this Rocks one. I think these look really cool, and I don't think a lot of people have them. So you got this Rocks Molten Berserker one. It says, well, he wasn't using it anymore. So it's like the Molten Berserker's cannon with a Devourer look. Got this Marjorie Mitra and Aetherized pistol. Decisive Evidence. You got this Bram sword, like Watch Knight look, and they're all based on the weapon that those classes got in End of Dragons. So Rox being a ranger got hammer, Marjorie got pistol being a necromancer, harbinger, Bram being a guardian got sword, willbender, Marjorie got dagger being a virtuoso. I think this one's really pretty. The nightmare, tower nightmares look to it. And then Timey being a guardian, or not guardian, engineer, would have got mace with mechanist. And it's like the drill that destroys Lion's Arch. This cape you have to do strikes 50 times, but I got it when it came out, so I kept it for that, for the memory of farming bears 50 times, like, in one sitting. Some other skins I just keep, like the Lucky Envelope. Some of these have flavor text, some of them I just like the item. The Oni arm, yeah, that has flavor text. My sailor's beanie, my friend Dwayne got this for me. It's a really good item, so I kept it. The wizard's hat, also a great item. This one has nice flavor text. From dragons to unexpected parties, this hat's wide brim is ready for anything. I think Anet gave this to us for free when the first Hobbit came out. Mystic Pipe Warhorn skin, it's great for a wizard. And then these are just some gem store skins. They have nice flavor text. My friend used to send me a cookie every day. I think I kept some of them. I ate some of them. I have 46 in the bank. These are my cheese triangles from doing the guild puzzle with Sarah. Toilet paper, some witch's hat. These are the Halloween back pieces. I kept all of them. They all have different flavor text. Then these ones you get from doing the clock tower jumping puzzle, but they're different than any other tonic you get in the game. Candy power meter. Then the festival passes, I just kept them because they have unique icons. Some more festival stuff. You get these ornaments from doing the orphan quest in Winter's Day. A toy stuffed bear, which is just a level 30 toy stuffed bear. Can be classified as fuzzy wuzzy. Sam, a lucky coin. I kept this just because I like coins. Delusion. This is a rare drop in the game, and I didn't get it for years. I think I waited like 8 years to get it. You can also get it in the forge, but yeah, you can't sell it on the trading post. You can only get it as a drop or from the forge. These are from the first 2013 like Living World event where you defeat the ancient Karka. And then here's some stuff from Crafting Hope that I just kept. Crystalline Heart from doing Legendary Armor. Chalice of Rendak. 2 Transmutation Stones. You don't have these anymore. You have Transmutation Charges. You need 3 of them to make 1 charge though. So I had 2 remaining ones that I just kept. I have my original Celebration hat from when the game launched in 2012, and then last year they gave away another one for the 10th anniversary. So I have 2 hats. I have this question mark. From the first beta I mentioned earlier, you could like put these question marks you got as drops in the beta in your bank and they would stay there. So I just kept one of them. A friendship shell. A dredge spiral drill. I kept this because I believe it's a reference to Gurren Lagann. It's called a spiral drill. A mystery box. Get from Scarlet. I believe that you get this from doing the jumping puzzle. This is what I was talking about earlier with the packed weapon. This is what you get now. A weapon container instead of a victory token. I think the victory token was much cooler. This is from an obscure current event thing, a reforged Shadowstone. Can't really do much with it, but it's an ascended item. I have 41 minis of Queen Jenna. I have a mini Liadri, both unlocked and from doing it the first time it came out. A mini Mr. Sparkles. I think ANET sent codes like to the random people the first ever Winter's Day, and I got one of them for that. The voided World vs. World tickets from when ANET messed up and sent everyone the wrong amount of tickets for the first ever, and I think only World vs. World season 1. These Mordrum blooms were currency from these Mordrum invasion events that came out before Heart of Thorns, and they were kind of scuffed. They weren't that good. Roxas treat bag from the first ever Living World episode, and then just some of the golden figurines. I like dogs. The ram is cool. Rooster, monkey. You get those out of the lucky envelopes during the Lunar New Year. My material storage isn't that great. Each came from Giant Slayer actually. That's pretty good. I sell a lot of this stuff to get gold to buy other stuff, so it's pretty empty in here, pretty bare. My inventory. My shared inventory slots, probably similar to most. I keep the copper fed and the silver fed in the first two. I do have all the permanent access expresses, so I didn't have to come to the actual bank. I could have just used my bank access. I also have the Tarkton delivery portal. It can work as a merchant. It's actually almost better than the merchant because you can have it up while you're walking around and still merge to it. The Training Post Express, the hair kit. Reforging repair canister, or enforcing canister, so armor doesn't break anymore, so it just gives you like a little armor boot buff. My royal passes, so I use the this one for DR, this is one for fractals, World vs. World. The Lily of Elon, it's a quick way to get a Path of Fire. This End of Dragons one. Season 3, Season 4, Icebrood Saga, Port Tomes, along with the Arborstone one, which I use quite a bit. And this one, which takes you to Old Lion's Arch. The White Mantle Portal device, I use this a lot, so if I put my inventory over here, I can still use it. That's why it's on that side. The birthday cake. It's not that good, but if you're in open world, it's nice to have. Mystic Forge conduit, so I can use the Mystic Forge at any time. These things tell you when a world boss is up. This is for exchanging. You get these from doing achievements. You get them exchange your raid tokens. The teleport to friend. This is a gem store item, but it's very useful. I need shine chest tonic and mystic chromatic ooze. Makes your armor look like that. You get this from doing the Juggernaut weapon collection, and you get it from like the 3rd tier, and it gives you the Juggernaut effect. You just have to apply it every like 5 minutes. But it's pretty good. It's like you have Juggernaut with actually out having the weapon or using it. And the Mist Omni Potion for fractals. Those are in my shared inventory slots. I have them at all times, so on every character. And then on this character I have the Birthday Blaster. Those are soul-bound anyways. Along with all my item eaters, Maudry, Herta, the Star, Princess, the Fractal one. This one I really don't use, but you can get a Gift of Ascension from it sometimes. That's pretty good. The Singularity, Volatile Magic. This one I could trade some stuff to right now. So we'll do 6, 6, and we'll do another 6. Shards of Glory Converter. I don't think I ever use this. Something with this. Yeah, this thing like eats food. I don't think I ever use that. Portable Provisions. This is sort of good to get like cheap food for World vs. World, but I really don't use it either. Karma Converter. So I can turn my karma into more obsidian shards. We get this late energy matter converter, Heart of Thorns items, the musical minstrel. I have this in my novelties as well. And then I have these, which are just costume brawl toys, but I already have them on my novelties, so I guess I just have extra ones. I have 288 slots of this character. That's the most I have on any character. I have them all unlocked. I don't have 32. A lot of them are 24, just 20s. These are the ones you get from doing Season 1 stuff. If we look at my achievement panel, I just recently hit 45k achievements. If I look at my recently completed Giant Slayers right there. Pretty much have all the story achievements you can have done. Giant Slayer was the last one I needed. Story journal, the only thing I don't have is this new one. I think it's like 800 gold to finish this. Other than that, I have finished everything else when it comes to Guild Wars 2 story. Something that took me a long time, I think, what is it called? 3 Golem. This one. I didn't have this one for years. It's just like a puzzle game. You have to follow this little golem with your eyes. Like which ball is under the cup type game. And then recently I finished I forget what it's called. It's in Champions though. You need to protect these Flame Legion Wildfire? But yeah, I finished that one, and I also did Cold War 20 times. So that was one of the last story achievements I needed. General, I don't have much left in Tradesman except these Mystic Forge events. I don't know if they're ever going to come back. I just have to do 6 more legendary armor. Weapon Master, I have them all done except Pistol, Trident, Torch, Shield, and Warhorn. Dungeons, I have everything done. Aether Path. Fashion, jumping puzzles. Heart of Thorns, I finished all the adventures. I was pretty proud of that when I did do it. All the specializations. Path of Fire, I finished everything except for Realm Portal Spiker. You need to do these events and yeah, it's a bit of a grind. Maybe one day. And that's the last thing I need for this Shadow title, so it'd be nice to get it. It's a cool title for a thief. World vs. World, I still have a lot of the achievements left. Player vs. Player. The only maps I'm missing are Champion's Dusk and Spirit Watch for those titles. Finished Coliseum. Finished all these ones. Title-wise for PvP, I just have 3v3 Elite, 2v2, 3v3 Contender, Champion Illusionist, Legionnaire, Phantom, and Shadow. So I've only done the Champion titles on Thief, Mesmer, Warrior, and Necro. But I'm working on Elementalist and Ranger as well. And Hollowsmith. Fractals, raids, I have every achievement done. Recently finished this one recently, Voice in the Void on challenge mode, Doom CM. Fractals, I've every achievement done. Also finished one of those recently. It was the Sirens of Reef one where you have to escort the treasure. And this one just came out. Got the mini Canoxai from it. Silent Surf Fractal. Collections. Rare collections, I have left these 2 PUF ones, which I think I'll get from doing PvP reward tracks. Festival collections, I have the Halloween Royal Flame weapons and the SAB Kaiser ones left. For these, I have all the basic collections done, specialization collections, those are all done. Weapons done, backpacks. Strike missions, I have everything done up until doing Harvest Temple CM and Old Lions Court CM. I'm also missing 2 achievements from the Mitrin CM, but I have all the ones for KO and Junkyard done. I guess the Path of Most Resistance, yeah, that's the Great Equalizer, the title I'm using. So that's having them equalize. Test of your reflexes was kind of hard to get. Avoiding Crouching Dragon Wave or Dash from Ministerly. Historical, I have a lot of achievements done. These are all retired achievements. All the old Winter's Days, the Season 1. A lot of these like have been moved, but some of the ones that didn't come back, they kept here. So these are a lot of the Season 1 achievements. The World vs. World Season 1 achievement. Some retired achievements, like the mini collection, set 1, set 2, set 3. Skillful, earn 1,000 hero points. Title-wise, I have a lot of titles. Great Equalizer is the one I use on this character. My champ titles, COD. Jazz Connoisseur, I think that's a pretty rare one for playing the Canuck Casino games. These ones are pretty rare. Mastic of Draconic Fire and Ice. Very expensive Ice Brood Saga weapon collections. I think if I can add titles filter, show which titles I'm missing. So I'm missing at this moment Mystic Benefactor. This one is pretty much just 1,000 gold. Envoy's Herald, some Hollow Monument ones, Shadow of Shadow, all the World vs. World ones, Dusk's Champion, Ascended Spirit, Champion Brawler, Genius, Reverend, Paragon, Magus, Hunter, Keg Brawl. Ooh, I don't know if I'll ever do that. Keg Brawl's a mission. And Defender of Lion's Core and Voidwalker. So not that many titles. I have all the mastery points you can have in the game. So where do I show that off? 32 extra ones here, 55 here, 20, 13, and 26. Ice Brood Saga, I guess, was the most demanding because I only have 13 left over. I want to show off my mounts, but I have to go somewhere for that. I can't use my mounts in Old Lion's Arch. So my raptor skin I'm using, it gets like the chocobo skin, has to load for a second. Yeah, it's the chocobo skin. For my Springer, I'm using one of the birds, I believe. The Canthan Cuckoo. Hummingbird. I do love hummingbirds. A Samoyed jackal. I have a Samoyed in real life, and my friend got me this for my birthday when it came out. Just using a regular boring griffin, but I kind of like how it looks when it flies. The ghostly roller beetle. Sandalion. Warclaw. The Oreen Sky Scale. I don't have that many mount skins unlocked, but those are the ones I'm using on this character. Outfits, I don't have too many of those unlocked either. Well, I have a few. Quite a few, actually. Glider skins, both legendaries. This one I unlocked today. I like that one a lot. Cloud one's pretty good too. This one is like that Cloud one. This one's huge, I know that. I like the rooster one quite a lot. Skiffs, I only have the regular skiff. The one you got from the pre-purchase, and the floating garden, because the tree is very nice. Novelties, I have quite a lot of novelties unlocked. Chair-wise, I have the raid chairs. The tea chair, which is gem store. This one you get for, I think your 8th birthday. This one's pretty good. You just float there. I do have all of the musical instruments unlocked. The mariner's horn, the boom boxes, the musical minstrel. The only ones I don't have are the musical Verdok that you get from having the Gen 2 warhorn and the gramophone from Halloween. Using the guild kite, which I think is one of the more rare kites. I also like the ram balloon, the red lantern. These are all the costume brawl weapons, like other weird things like the friendship tonic or the magic carpet, the halos, and just tonics in general. I'm using the fractal tonic, but I have quite a lot of tonics. The feline one for laurels. Multi berserker tonic, miniature. Leyline anomaly tonic. I like that one. I'm gonna show off my boat. Let me go to Arborstone. I almost forgot to show off mini pets too, actually. Some miniatures. I guess I have these ones favorited. I have a lot of miniatures, and there's actually a better way to show them off. Yeah, here's how I could show off the scale of miniatures I have. Way better. So I have all the raid ones, like Doom. Doom's a really good one actually, he's so big. This mini duckling's very cute. These mini books from Halloween are pretty good. This one's actually really good with this look, a floating book. I like that. Mini Mr. Sparkles, he's one of the biggest miniatures. Panda Bear. This is the one you get from pre-ordering I don't know if you get this anymore, but this is like what you got from pre-ordering the Guild Wars 2, like 2012 game. Maybe like all accounts just get him. Quaddle. This used to be a pretty rare miniature. What miniatures do I have favorited? I have the Brown Lab Lunar Dog. Gorseval I think was my first raid mini, so I favorited him. This Blue Bauble. Karka Hatchlings. Leodri. The only like mini you have to actually like earn from defeating a boss, I guess, besides the raid boss ones. The Tanuki you get from fishing. The Eagle Spirit, I like it. It looks very cool. A lot of these are PUF minis. Mini Chicken's a pretty good one. Hyagent there's also very good. With this look, I think it looks really nice as well. This you get from doing your two-factor authentication. You get this miniature. Mini Queen Jenna, the one I have 42 of. This is a really big dog mini. The super miniatures are actually really cool. Oh yeah, you get this other Ritlock for like pre-ordering Heart of Thorns. I wonder if you get that too. This is you get this miniature for like forging like a lot of weird stuff together, and he's very weird looking. It's very unsettling actually. So the only miniatures I'm missing are like a lot of the gem store combined these ones to make this color mount puppy thing. And the PvP monthly arena tournamented ones. I wonder if there's any miniatures I really want that I'm missing. Oh yeah, the mini Phoenix that I've been trying to get every day. I don't know if you could even see it in here. Yeah. Me and Dave have been trying to get this every day from doing the new adventures they added. I have yet to get it. I'll probably use this miniature all the time when I do get it. It's one of the cooler looking ones, but it's account bound on Acquire. And it's RNG. What miniature was I using? Maybe I was using Shrine Guardian. I'm using the Jadebot buff right now, and that's why my Jadebot flies behind my skiff. It's kind of cute. I have a few other characters I'll show off, and then I'll conclude the tour. So this character I'm showing off because I have my heavy legendary armor as opposed to my medium. Legendary runes, which I also have on all characters. 6 runes. I have the legendary axe Frostfang, Kudzu, 2 incinerators, Eternity, Juggernaut, Predator, Flameseeker, Bolt, Howler, and the Orine Dagger, of course, again. 4 legendary sigils, both back pieces, and all the trinkets, just like before. My Bladesworn look. This is my Berserker look, because his name is Hero Time Ken. I tried to make a Link look, it's not that good. The Fractal Sword kind of works. And my World vs. World Spellbreaker look. I quite like this one a lot, actually. The Juggernaut. The little Sandjackal puppy match is really nice. I'm using Twice Told Legend title on this character. Said I wanted to show off COVID Conqueror. Oh look, I loaded in and I'm floating. Interesting. So COVID Conqueror, very aptly named. I am using Harbinger, so I can like throw out, you know, elixirs and stuff. I heal people. I have Hope as the pistol, because it looks like it has like chemicals, alchemical concoctions in there, along with the cure. The antitoxin gloves, those work really well. And the new hazard response pack from Gaia Delves. This is the only mask that I felt worked, so I dyed it blue. Gave yourself some goggles. You almost look like a plague doctor. And my fractal character. My heal brand, Dancing with Demons. I am using the 100 cm infusion on her as well. Dancing with Depression is her name, Dancing with Demons is the title. This is what the character looks like without the infusion. Oh, I guess it's still on here somewhere. Condi and Healbrand.
Feel the fury.
And one last thing to show off. I forgot to show off my wallet, which isn't that impressive, but I figure it's something people will want to see. I don't think I showed off my infusions either. If I go here, I have both 2 red bubble infusions, one from getting all the crimson weapons, one for doing the tribulation mode,
What have you been moving? Food, mostly.
and a blue infusion from doing the tribulation mode, along with the celestial infusion red. Alright, my wallet. I have 78 gold right now, 7 million karma. I had like 16 million, I just crafted a few legendaries. Almost 5,000 spirit shards, 5,000 imperial favors. Nothing particularly impressive. Maybe the lumps of beryllium. I did do a lot of Auric Basin to get the Golden Child title. 128 machetes, magnetite shards. I do spend them to make gold to buy infusions and sell them. 5k volatile magic. That might be the highest in here. Oh, 48k fractal relics, 366 pristine. Waiting to buy the fractal god title. 3,870 UFE. I've spent a lot of those on the abyssal fractal weapons. But I think that's it. I think I showed off my account pretty nicely. And this is what my account looks like before Secrets of the Obscure, the new expansion that I'm pretty excited for. Got my wizard all ready for it. And yeah, thanks for watching. And see you in Secrets of the Obscure. Bye-bye.